Turn on your fans. It turns out that millions of people like to sometimes use their ceiling fans with missing blades. Now, generally, that's not a good idea because if you run your ceiling fan with missing blades, the fan is going to shake all over the place. And if you keep running it like that, eventually it could fall. Now, depending on what kind of fan you have, if you have a hover fan and if you run it with missing blades, it's gonna shake. And it's definitely gonna make noises that are gonna be very unpleasant, and it's gonna become very annoying. And it's definitely gonna make scraping noises too. And they like to do it for the fun of it. But to me, that's just stupid. Now, if your fan is on a down rod, like mine, and if you run it with missing blades, it can shake too, but it's 10 times as worse as hugger fans. Now, if you run your fan with missing blades, with a fan like mine that's on a down rod, if you run it so much like that, the fan could actually fall, and it could loosen the fan box. And the fan can also fall down. And you can mess up other fan components, especially like the flywheel. Now, if you have a fan that the flywheels are known for breaking, like most Casablanca fans, you definitely don't want to run your fan with missing blades. However many blades your fan is supposed to have, run it with all the blades. There is no point of running your fan with missing blades. If one of your fan's blades are broken, just get however many blades your fan takes, instead of running it with missing blades. Running your fan with missing blades can also kill you. Now, replacement fan blades are not that expensive. But what most people will do is they'll just go out and buy a whole brand new fan instead of just getting one simple part to fix the fan. And what some people will also do is reverse the fan while the fan is still on. Now, every fan has a reverse switch. Here's mine. As you can see, it is right there located on the side of the switch housing. Now, to reverse your fan correctly, you have to reverse it while the fan is off. As you can see, my fan is off right now. And it's also off by the switch. Since the fan is off, now is the perfect time to reverse it. If you reverse the fan while the fan is still going, it ruins the motor and it wears it out faster. You want to make sure that your fan is completely off before you decide to reverse it. Reverse switches are cheap, fan motors are not. And most people like to go and get any kind of light bulb to put in their fan. Now, you can't just get any random light bulb for your fan. You have to make sure that it is compatible with your fan. Now, take my fan for example. As you can see, it has 4 lights. Now, when these Bellhavens were new, I seen most of them with CFL bulbs. Now, since my fan was from Facebook Marketplace, it didn't come with any bulbs. I actually got these from another fan. And they are the original type of bulbs that came with these fans when they were new. So whatever kind of light bulb that your fan came with when you got it brand new out of the box, those are the same type of light bulbs that you want to go and find when the old ones blow out and stop working. You definitely don't want to go and stick an aftermarket non-original light bulb into your fan, because it could be too much for your fan and your fan may not be able to handle it, or it may not be compatible with your fan. Especially those LED light bulbs. You should never put LEDs in an older fan like mine or any older fan that you have. Whatever type of light bulb your fan came with, whether it's incandescents, CFLs, or even LEDs, or those small chandelier, small type of light bulbs, those are the same type of light bulbs that you want to go and find when your old light bulbs stop working. Just stick to the same OEM kind. This is an incandescent light bulb. It is one of my spare light bulbs that I have, but I'm not going to stick it in my fan because it is not original to the fan, and it's also not the right kind of light bulb for my fan, so I'm not going to put it in there. Now, some people also run their fans with loose blades. Now, running your fan with loose blades is very dangerous, and it is not a good idea. Now, what you want to do is at least come up to the top of your fan and make sure that all of your blades are tight. I would do this once a year because the more you run your fan, over time, the screws get loose. And you also want to make sure you do the same thing for your motor screws. Those screws can also get loose over time, especially if you use your fan a lot. Now, if you have a newer fan with one of those quick connect systems like most of the Hampton Bay fans do, especially the newer ones, I would just make sure the blades are still snug tight in place. I would just give them a little pull just to make sure that they are still stuck in place. Since most newer fans, especially the Hampton Bay ones, don't have actual physical screws like the screws on my fan. And sometimes the fan can get noisy if the screws are loose. Same thing for your fan globes. You want to make sure those are nice and tight. Not too tight to where you can over tighten them. It's important to make sure you don't over tighten your globes, because if you do, they can become noisy over time and they can get stuck and you won't be able to get them off. Especially if your fan globes have the light ring instead of the old school thumb screws like you get on the Glendale. Most of the time when fans are noisy, most people just get rid of their old fan, they just buy a new one, when all it is just a little simple fix that you can fix your fan for free. It's a shame that most people just toss out their old fans when it could be something simple to fix for absolutely nothing. But instead, they want to buy some newer, junky Hampton Bay fan or any of the newer fans, like a North Pond or a Notice, and even an Oakhurst. So if you don't want to miss a new video on my channel, remember to ring that bell.